Hi guys, in this video we're going to be looking at how to calculate the area of a rectangle. Now before we get started, it's important to know what we actually mean by area. So the area is quite simply the amount of space inside a shape. So we have a rectangle here. The area is the amount of space inside that shape. Basically this blue section here. Now normally when we talk about other types of measurement, such as for instance perimeter, we're usually talking about straight line distances, such as centimeters or meters or some other unit of length. When it comes to area though, we don't measure in straight lines. Instead, we basically measure in boxes. So instead of measuring 1 centimeter here, instead what we would do is we would measure 1 square centimeter. And the way we write a square centimeter is centimeters and then a tiny little 2 at the top right of the M there. Okay, so when it comes to area, it's square centimeters we measure, not normal centimeters. So for this example here, we're being asked how many square centimeters are inside this rectangle. Well, we could quite simply count the boxes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so on and so forth. But if we're dealing with really big shapes, that could take a really long time. So instead, let's think about how we can apply maths to do this. So to work out the area in this case, all we need to do is know 2 of the sides. We need to know the base of the shape, and we need to know the height of the shape. Sometimes you will hear this called length and width. Sometimes you'll hear it called length and breadth, but I'm going to refer to it as the base and the height. So the base of this shape from here to here is 6 centimeters. The height of this shape is from here to here, and that is 4 centimeters. Now, to work out the total area of this shape, all I need to do is the base times the height. So I'm going to do A equals 6 times 4. The answer to that then is quite simply 24 centimeters squared. Now why is this? Well, if you think about it, what we've got is we've got rows of 6 squares and there are a total of 4 rows. So we've got 1 row of 6, 2 rows of 6, 3 rows of 6, 4 rows of 6. So we've got 4 times 6 or 6 times 4, the answer to which is 24. So for all area sums, every single area sum involving a rectangle, quite simply, we do the base times the height. The area of any rectangle is the base of the shape times the height of the shape. Let's try this with some other examples. So we've got another rectangle here. I can see that this side is 2 centimeters. This side is 2, 4, 6, 8 centimeters. Therefore, if area equals base times height, it's going to be 8 times 2, which is going to be 16 centimeters squared. And again, we can see why this is. There are 2 rows, each one 8 centimeters long. So that is 2 times 8, which is 16 square centimeters. Now this works regardless of the size of the shape. So I've got a much larger rectangle here. Its edge here, its height is 10 centimeters. And along the top here, now of course the top is the same as the base, it is 16 centimeters all the way along the top. So the area here is going to be 16 times 10, which will give us a total of 160 square centimeters here. So in total there are 160 individual square centimeters within this rectangle. Now that, quite simply, is how to calculate the area of a rectangle. So what we've learned is that the area is the amount of space inside a shape, and when it comes to rectangles, we just need to know 2 sides. We need to know the base of the shape, and we need to know the height of the shape, and then all we do is we multiply those 2 together. Cheers, guys!